one.
Yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Yo, black man, Bobby, let it flow. Turn it up, turn it loud, let it go. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa.
About my what? About my who? About my rubbish.
Yeah, man, right here, man.
Too much good, take you higher.
Let's go. Where is Gary Neville now? Where is Gary Neville? You know what? Paul Scholes.
It's time.
Paul Scholes, but Gary Neville. You asked for the back four, you got your back four. You asked for Kobe Main on the starting lineup, you get Kobe Main on the starting lineup. You asked for a system change, you got your system change.
Shut up.
You said Amorim was the problem. Who's the problem now? Only at the we're looking for an interim. We can't even find no interim. Fletcher keeps on asking, you found somebody yet?
But Fletcher had on the red tie, though.
But nobody wants to apply for this damn circus. Would you send your resume? Would you send your CV? Looking at the next fixtures, looking at the frauds, looking at the whole fiasco that we are right now, we're a laughing stock, Joe. We are a laughing stock. And it's sad, but it's the truth.
What are you on? What have you been smoking tonight? Yeah. How dare you? No. First of all, how freaking dare you? Is that what you're starting with? Yeah. You're starting with Amorim comeback. Is that's what you're starting with? Yeah.
It's not an Amorim comeback.
I don't understand what you're doing there. Nah, bro. We're not doing this tonight. No. So already you started the Amorim revisionism. Yeah. That's what we're doing. You know, you and KG both. Yeah. Shut up, bro. Both of you can.
Shut up.
Both of you can hold one of those, bro. Because you know what I'm saying to you, yeah. So just because we played the back four and we lost, yeah, means that what? It's all of a sudden all the players were the problem and nothing to do with Amorim, yeah. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I just said
no, bro, you did, because you know what? Your words were, you was doing all this shit. You was doing all this, like, where's Gary Neville now, yeah? All you man that's saying this, all you man that's saying that. Fam, shut up. Yeah, I'm telling you this right now, yeah? You can't tell me that it's got nothing to do with the way that Amorim put the shit together, fam, yeah? So many people has asked
all I'm saying, even if...
I don't do this. Okay. I don't even want to this, yeah. You're making me crash out. I didn't even know you was gonna start the show like that. Stupidness, yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Your camera is even crashing out on you. Look at your camera.
Maybe. Is it mine or yours?
I don't know. It could be mine, actually. I don't even know. Yeah, it's yours. You look pixelated. It's your camera.
Anger's coming through the screen. It's fine. It will sort out.
It's like this, bro. Even any manager would be confused by these players. You would become clueless. Imagine having to address the public after seeing what these players are doing. Simple moments. This game today was lost because of very, very, very simple things. The decision making, if we were a little bit better, if Dalot was able to just say, look, Bruno is on my left, let me square the ball to Bruno, rather than go and hit a shot straight to Mars. That's a difference maker. First minutes of the game, we should have been a goal up. But here we are crashing out of the FA Cup because of very, very dumb decision making. I'm stressed today. I'm embarrassed. I'm actually really, really, really appalled at what I saw today, Joe. Let's start from there then. Let's start the show from there. How do you feel after this being knocked out of the FA Cup by Brighton and Hove Albion.
Camera. I'm looking at my camera right now. I'm thinking I need to sort my fucking camera out. That's what I'm looking at. But you know
Alright.
what? I saw that.
Okay.
But no. After being crashed out at the FA Cup, yeah, fuck it. Whatever I look like is whatever I look like, yeah. But do you know what, yeah? After crashing out of the FA Cup, yeah, listen, I had better expectations in it, yeah. I'm just gonna say this right now. I had better expectations of the setup of what we believed in. But I don't know if you noticed, yeah, but when I was watching that game, yeah, I kept saying it's almost like we're playing a back three anyway. Like the way that the guys were pushing up on the left as a left back and a right back, I was like, Kobe Mainu and Ugarte are dropping back into the back line, yeah, almost like interchanging in between who drops into the back line, and it was like we were playing a back three most of the time. I don't know if you noticed that. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Those moments.
The reason why Dalot had those chances is because he was so far up the pitch in the first place. Do you get what I'm saying? Playing like a wing back. I was like, what's he doing there in the first place? How did he get these chances? It's crazy to me to see what's happening with Manchester United right now, bro. Like, I don't know. I think we're used to playing the back three now. I don't know what's happened. You tell me.
You actually hitting on something that I was just thinking about. The next manager actually might need to revert to what the players are used to, because if you go in and do a big tactical reset in the midst of our upcoming fixtures, bro, I don't know if you've taken a peek at what's coming. You thought Brighton is something. The real opponents are coming. I'm talking City, Arsenal, Fulham, Spurs. Spurs will probably be all right, but Fulham is not easy. No, Fulham, we've struggled versus Fulham, you know. This team can be tricky to us.
Fulham is stubborn.
Yeah, so like if you just look at the next fixtures,
but you might beat City. City, you don't.
Who's that talking?
This is Poch FC talking. He says you don't have to be good to beat City, bro. All I'm saying is this Man City is chasing Arsenal. They're on a different mission right now, and we need to actually be the team that gets results in the next fixtures. Otherwise, top 10 is a far-fetched dream. Top 8 is a far-fetched dream. You know,
you're above us now.
It's not even a being above Chelsea. You shut up. Joe, can you play Shut Up for him?
Shut up.
He's saying I shouldn't complain because we're above Chelsea.
Right now. I'm not listening to no Tottenham fans right now, bro. Yeah, you say it's Poch FC. I know, but you know what? Yeah, I've been looking at our stream right now. Yeah, I look fuzzy and you look frozen, bro. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's fuzzy and frozen, as Stephanie said. Hit the like button, give some super chats, guys. We are in a fuzzy and frozen season, and we need your funding for us to get new Wi-Fi, new laptops. You know what I mean? Help by any means. Send help. You know.
So, do you know what? Yeah, hold on a second. I'll tell you what. Yeah, bots. Yeah, do me one favor. Yeah, you continue. Yeah, I'm gonna move you full screen.
I'm gonna
sort out my shit. You continue.
Yeah. All right. So, as I was saying, this situation is dire, and we are actually going to need to figure out what we're doing, because I believe the club is soul searching at this moment. You know, I'm gonna share the link because apparently I'm doing the mannequin challenge, and there's gonna be a different style, good, bad, and ugly today. Which
backstage commentary.
Yeah. This is it's. I don't even want to like crash out because there's no point in doing that. We've been on a slippery slope, and this exit from the FA Cup just made me even just notice that we are screwed more than ever. Let's bring in Pav in the building. Big up, Pav, you here?
Yo.
Yeah, Pav.
Hey, I can't really talk to them. I'm about to go to sleep, but go open up the link that I sent you on WhatsApp about Bruno Fernandes. That's
Uh-oh.
Bruno Fernandes' Twitter. Just go open it up on stream.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see what the link says. Bruno Fernandes. No, there's not Bruno's actual.
That is his account, bro.
Whoa. Okay, good night. Going to have. Ladies and gentlemen, what is Bruno has been hacked?
He's been at, bro. It's funny, but
He says, okay, good night. Going to have a tug to Alicia Lehman. Love you all.
look at the other tweets. Look at the other tweets.
Or some may say,
No. Go to his main Twitter page. Go up to his main profile.
this is Bruno's actual profile, 4.5 million followers.
Yeah, and then go down.
Joining England cricket as they
Let's
need
collab, Bonnie Blue.
help. They can. Whoa. He's asking Bonnie Blue for a collab. Nah, this is somebody who has hacked Bruno.
Look at the one above it.
At the end of the day, I'll always be a winner no matter what. And he put it. I'm like, oh, no, this is not funny. No. Bruno Fernandes's Twitter X has been hacked.
He's been hacked.
Who has found the time to make Bruno's
Look
life?
at that one. Let's collab, Bonnie Blue. I'm trying to shove a certain thing in your tot.
Nah, this is not right. Let's
That's a proper Bruno hater who's done that, you know.
yeah. He's already having a tough time. Why would you do this to him? This is not good. This is not good. Hopefully Bruno can get his account back. Justice for Bruno. Pav, quickly, I want to hear your thoughts. What was good, what was bad, what was ugly, bro, today?
Don't think there's anything good because we played okay for 5 minutes at the start and then played okay for the last 10 minutes because we were chasing a goal. Yeah, everything in between was just crap.
Yeah.
I've had to listen to people, score points because a lot of us were hammering him out. So, we're the ones to blame, not the manager at all. But it is what it is, isn't it? So, first round out to Grimsby, first round out to Brighton. But it is what it is. We'll just have to see when Ahmad and Mbema are back for next game if we could do something up top. But we had a couple of chances. We could have got back in it, but it's the team was just shit as a collective, innit? Don't know what else to really say. Like,
we were promising versus Burnley. How do we just all of a sudden become shit?
not taking chances. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just like we're missing something, innit? Really, like the defense we know has been crap all season. We've had one clean. I think we've had one clean sheet this whole season, if I'm correct.
I think it's two.
Yeah, so we have been leaking goals. So teams are obviously gonna know that. But I don't know. I didn't like the comments that Fletcher made after the game saying that we're fragile. Like, for what? Amorim's not there. What are you fragile for now? Why are the players fragile? If anything, this is the time between now and till May where you need to prove that you still belong at this club.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stick by my decision and say it probably could have been the same situation if Amorim was still here, whether he's here or not. But I had to go. Like, that's all I've been hearing today. People point scoring, yeah, because their boy got booted out of the club on his own decisions. But yeah, I just need to see who they're hiring. Yeah, whether it's Carrick or Ollie. Don't think it's rude. And like I said, these players have got a few months to prove they belong here. But I'll be honest. I've said it. I've written the season off. Yeah, people are, why are you writing the season off? But
No.
they took too long they took too long to get rid of this manager. He should have gone last season after the Europa League final. And I said at the time, if you're gonna keep the guy, you back him, yeah, properly. If not, you boot him. Now you're booting him halfway for a season, right? I've been saying for the last 2 months, we've had these conversations, but remember we said, what signings do we need? And I said, get a midfielder. I don't care if it's Conor Gallagher on loan.
Yeah.
Right. I already knew that we're not going to get any of the permanent signings. He could have maybe pushed for Belabor again. They've obviously found the transfer window in the plan. So why can't I write the season off?
Because we can't keep writing every season off.
No, I know that. I get that point. We can't. But in my opinion, when I look at everything, right, I'm writing the season off. And I know it's not just a manager's fault. I know it's a collective thing in terms of board, ownership, players, manager. But the first person to always fall in football is the manager.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, right, they can decide, the ownership can decide, right, Berardi, Wilcox, you're not fit for the job. Off you go. Cool. But the first person to always go is the manager, right? And he deserves to go, right? Based on results, based on the fuckery he's been doing with the press, the lies he's been telling us since he's been here, telling us, if you want me to go, I'll go. I won't take money, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't want to go, now I want to go. I don't want to go, I'll go. If they don't want to keep me, I don't care. All this, I was sick and tired of hearing that crap for months. Yeah, this guy threatening to leave. And then the only reason he changed to the back four, because they told you to. That, what does that mean? Like, it's just been a shit show from the front. Like, he should never have been here, right? And they forced him to come here. It was now or never, innit? That's what they said. But I don't know. Like the next few months, bro, all I just need to see from the players.
I get it, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, the thing is, yeah, I was obviously not a big fan of Amram either, right? Yeah, but I do understand where some people are coming from when they're asking us questions like, "Oh, so what? You wanted this now? You wanted this now? But look what you're seeing, yeah." Look, the thing is, looking at the game that we just saw in the previous game on the Fletcher, yeah, doesn't it look like we're still playing a back three anyway? I don't know if it sees that to you, but to me, it seems like we're still playing a back three.
I think it's because during the game, he's obviously pushing an extra body up top, right? And there is a similarity to what we were seeing under Amarim. But the beginning of Amarim's tenure, up until maybe like mid-December, that wasn't the case. It's only that he's been doing it more recently. But I just said it was stupid to now tell the manager that you want him to go to a back four, but you got rid of the wingers that were at this club. We've got nothing on the left-hand side. Luckily, you still got Ahmad and then Burma who can do the right-hand side job, but you got rid of wingers out of this club. And now you're telling the manager to go to a back four. Go back to the 4-3-3. So I was like thinking, why is that manager still here then?
Yeah.
Imagine, like, what sort of idiot hires a manager who only has one way of playing football and has repeatedly said it publicly, privately.
Even the changed me.
I'm not changing. So why did he come here? And people saying, am I happy to sack managers? Yes, I am. Because they're paid to do a job. Yeah? It's a job like any normal job. If Bots or you, Joe, go into a job and for a year you're underperforming, your company's getting rid of you. Yeah, football is still it's still that managerial job. It's still a job. Yeah, it's a results-based job. I get it. People talk about rebuild and that, but if you don't trust this ownership and the board, then what the fuck are you talking about a rebuild for?
Yeah,
because then clearly you shouldn't be talking about a rebuild if you don't trust the ownership and if you don't trust the board. Then fuck your rebuild. Just get me the results. I just want results in. So why would I need to build back a rebuild if I don't trust the ownership and the board?
I've sort of also started thinking that way now that like I was here for the long term vision, saying, oh, you know what? Let's look right now. You can put sometimes results aside and really focus.
I'll ask you and Joe the same question. Do you trust Ineos, Glinios, and Wilcox and Barada?
Not anymore.
Did you trust them? Did you trust them between September? Not even September. Let's say from July up until January.
For me, they gave me a little bit of hope with that recruit, with the way the profiles.
I trusted them for a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
So why would you look back in the rebuild then, if you don't trust them? Because they're the one who's doing the rebuild. When we
were starting to have a different transfer strategy that looked very different from Ed Woodward, I was like, okay, maybe they might do something, maybe they might cook, but them Ineos ingredients been expired. They actually like they're sort of like running the club improvising.
So I would ask you, when did you start losing trust in Barada, Wilcox, and
let's just
Ineos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, Pav. 1 second. Yeah. Let's just be honest for a second. Yeah. But me and you, yeah, we've been quite happy with the Ineos signings. Don't lie.
Yeah, that's what I just said. That the recruitment, the players, the strategy has been very different from Ed Woodward. So that's why I was like, let's see. These guys are, we're going to cook here. We got an ownership that
Very
sort of
different,
looks like they know what they're doing.
Look, bro, the thing is, yeah, just because it's different doesn't mean that it's better. Yeah, because one thing that I've been criticizing from the very beginning, yeah, is the fact that all of a sudden we're not buying any experienced players. Yeah. We're on this path where we're buying young players, where it seems like we're just investing in the youth in order to build equity, in order to sell them on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, within these players, that's what it seems like it's been happening right now. Yeah, because my mind always keeps drifting back to what Sir Jim Ratcliffe said when he came to this club. He said, "We have no players that are valued over 100,000. Yeah, sorry, over 100 million. Yeah, he said that." Right. And I was like, what's that got to do with anything? Do you understand what I mean? In my head. But obviously, it's all about profits for these guys. Yeah. It's all about what they can get back from what they already have. And the fact that we have no players that are valued over 100 million, that means that we're going to look for the next Mbappe. Do you understand me? That was their reasoning. We're always going to be looking for the next one. That was the reason behind getting Lenny Euro, reasoning behind getting people like Sesko and things like that. But sometimes a team needs experienced players. We need to buy experienced players in order to build up our squad. Yeah, get ourselves better for now, not the future. For the right now, we can't keep buying people for the future, bro. That's what I'm saying. And right now, that seems like all we're doing. Anyway,
yeah,
I'll leave it there.
But just before I go, Young Pappy makes a valid point in his comment. I don't know if you could bring that up on your screen.
Who's commenting?
Young Pappy.
Young Pappy says, which one? That I choose to go bold?
Yeah.
Shut up. Get out of here. Boss chooses to be bold. Listen, there was that moment, Joe, when there was a transfer 5-point plan or something like that Ineos had, that, oh yeah, we want to go for these young players. We're not also trying to overpay for players. It felt like there was some sort of like direction that we were going in, instead of just going for marquee signings or overspending on players. And, you know, all that has been thrown out the window the moment they just literally just decide to act based on emotion. Where is the succession plan? How do you fire without thinking, oh, what are we going to do after this? Why does it take you more than a week to get an interim? This is interim. How long is permanent going to take if interim takes this much? These are questions that come out when you're looking, you're like, where is the communication? You can come out and announce Project 150, Mr. Omar Barada. You can come out, Sir Jim, and say Amorim needs 3 years. But, like, where are you now when it's time to address the fans and tell us where we're going as a club? Because now it's on you. That's precisely for me, Joe.
Sorry,
Like,
bro,
it
you
will-
say-
huh?
no, go ahead. Because
No, I mean
but for me,
it's tied into.
when it comes down to it, yeah, there's nothing that we can say, nothing we can do. Like, sorry, go ahead. No, I think I'm a little bit delayed, so go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. Go on.
I was just gonna tie it to the good for the show that I feel like there's more of a majority, or not. I wouldn't say majority, but because I haven't done a real poll on this. But matter of fact, it might be a good idea to do a poll. But like, I'm starting to notice that many fans are beginning to see the problem that Ineos are. You know, they are starting to see and wake up to the fact that, oh, look, you can change the manager, you can change the system, and we're still getting some similar sort of not so exciting results, not so exciting performances. What's going on here? Any fan with a level head will start to now really, really, really question things and not just look at the surface. Because, as like Pav was saying, the number one person to replace, the scapegoat first, is the manager. You go for the manager's head. That's I guess,
I mean,
the one thing you can
look,
maybe
bro,
say.
we always know that, innit? The scapegoat's always the manager, yeah. You know, I was saying that the thing about the manager being the person that you always go for is obviously the clear decision. Yeah, we always know that. Yeah, you can't get rid of a whole team, you can get rid of a manager. Yeah, but the problem that I have with the way that they got rid of him is the fact that it wasn't through the footballing decisions. You know, they fell out with the guy and then he's gone. Yeah, there's ways to handle that as well. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to follow Chelsea. Yeah, you went ahead and followed Chelsea and went ahead and got rid of your manager, knee-jerk reaction because you guys are falling out. Yeah, why not instead say, listen, this isn't working out. Yeah, let's make a plan here. Like, at the end of the season, you can go. We'll pay you whatever we need to pay you, or probably not even anything, because I swear you've only, I don't even know how much you had left. Yeah, but like, when you go, leave at the end of the season. We'll leave this amicably, where we're not getting on right now, but you might as well see out the rest of the season, and then it gives us enough time to find a replacement manager. But no, that wasn't said. They obviously had a bust up, bro. There was a bust up in that meeting. Let's just face it, yeah, allegedly. Yeah, I'm gonna say allegedly, but let's just face it, there must have been, because you don't fall out with somebody like that and then just all of a sudden they're gone. You know, he said what he said. Yes, he said what he said, but you can still make sure that you have a plan till the end of the season. And that's what's not evident with this ownership at the moment. So of course, everybody's going to question it. Do you understand what I mean? Of course, everybody's going to question it. But look, let's bring in the next caller, because we're yapping too much. We're not even letting anybody else talk.
I know,
let's bring in
right?
Doctor.
Like, hi, everyone. You people are really taking this thing to heart. I mean, it's like a funeral procession in here.
All right. Yeah, okay. Let's hear that perspective. All right, Doctor. How you take
Why?
it?
Okay, yeah, feel better.
Do you know what? What did we expect? You people really expected this shit to go any better. Dalot is a criminal. He always has been. I've never forgiven him.
A little
for
bit, yeah.
that.
I can't lie.
No.
A little bit better, yeah.
No, bullshit. Let me start from Dalot. Criminal since that West Ham game that we lost, and this is from Ten Hag times. And I've said before since then that he can score a hat trick and I won't forgive him, because he's a criminal of the highest form, right? And yeah, it's kind of the blame game. Like, I'm tired of this fan base and I'm including myself in this, because I know I've done this before, where I'll be like, yeah, to all the people who said play Kobe. Now Kobe's played and he plays shit. What do you say? I've said that shit before, so I'm including myself in that. I'm tired of this fan base. I'm tired of Ineos. I'm tired of the Glazers. I'm tired of hearing complaints. I'm tired of this team being shit. I'm tired that I've been following this team for God knows how long. And as much as I say I'm not going to watch them, watch me on Saturday, 12:30, be here, watching the team again. Wrap up, it was an example. Kobe wasn't shit. I was just using him as an example because people have said it. before I make an example, should I say e.g., you can infer from what I said. I was making an example. It's quite unfortunate Shea Lacey got another yellow. He had barely been on the... and for people who are trying to cuss him out, don't cuss him out. He's a little boy. Leave him alone. To be fair, he's played 3 games. This is his 3rd game. And he has more shots on target. No, let me finish my sentence. Sorry. He has more shots on target than...
Okay.
So he has more shots on target than half of these players. Cunha, if you have your Brazilian passport, tear that shit up. Tear that shit up.
Get right here, man.
Because I'm tired.
Let's go back to
Sorry.
Kobe for a second, Doctor, because
it was just an example. He wasn't shit. I was just saying, for example, they say play Kobe plays and they are not satisfied with what he does. And the fan base is like that.
he wasn't
They say-
spectacular either, Doc. Like, let's not like, I know we all love
Yeah,
Kobe,
he was
but let's
all right. He's coming back from an injury. We didn't win
Okay.
though.
Yeah. A lot of complete passes were side passes. Let's be real. Like, I like the guy. I want Kobe to succeed. But he started versus Grimsby. We lost. We started versus Brighton.
And yeah,
I'm
let me
not
just
saying
say,
it's his fault, but I'm seeing you like glossing too much.
no.
right
No,
now.
no, no. But I'm also seeing you do this whole this whole
Oh, so you cussing
if he's
what we doing
no, this whole I'm not cussing Kobe. I love Kobe. I would never cuss Kobe. I would
Me, I'm
Oh,
cussing
if
all
he-
the Man United players. Kobe,
No.
included. Put him in.
If-
Now I'm talking
Put him
this-
in. All of them.
so you
One
cut
second,
your
you
hair
want
and you're
to put-
feeling all good about yourself.
Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what we're doing right now?
You have all the vim.
Is that what we're
to be
doing?
Screaming.
I'm just.
Is that
I'm
what we're
saying
doing?
I'm not over here trying to make somebody duck from this. All of them.
No,
deserve
no,
to
no.
play.
If
So,
he played, you people
Kobe
know me.
included.
You people know me. If he played bad, I would say he played bad. You know.
You know
Sure.
what? Yeah. Do you know what? No.
But-
Do you know what? Yeah, Doctor. One thing I'm have to say about the situation right now that I'm noticing for the Amarim inners, yeah, like bots and like KG, yeah. I'm gonna say this straight up and down. You guys
Say
seem
it
to
with
be
your
thinking
chest.
about any situation right now that you're trying to find that justifies the manager not being fired. They should not been fired. Yeah.
No, what? But I
No,
kind
no,
of
no,
get what
no,
they
no,
are
no,
saying. Bro, let me
Yeah,
finish.
no,
Let me-
Like this guy right
Joe.
here, ain't
Joe,
yeah.
shut up.
Hold,
All
hold.
the people now that
This is not
everybody
about
wants to be
Ruben
actual
Amorim.
legal
We're
merchants.
talking
Nah,
about
shut
No,
up.
Joe.
Nah, fam, shut
I
up.
kind of understand why.
I told
No,
you so
you
much.
shut up. This is not about
Oh,
Ruben
wow.
Amorim.
I
We're
call in. Let
Fuck
me
off. Is
call
that what you
in.
think
Let me
you're
call.
doing now? Fuck
Do you
off.
know
All
you
this guy
people
ain't
both? Where
Listen,
is?
Listen.
I'll send in all of you guys. This is not about.
We're not doing this. Was I not talking? Was I not
Are you
speaking?
not talking either?
No, I was talking. I was talking. and
Okay,
you,
okay. But I want to tell you what you're talking about because you don't know what you are talking
How can you
about.
tell me what I'm talking about? What sense does that make?
You
You
were
can't
not
tell me
listening.
what I'm talking
You were
about.
not listening. Okay, this is doctor's time. Let
Why am I
doctor talk.
listening? I'm talking.
No,
I'm
let
talking.
doc-
What the
no,
fuck am I
let
listening to?
doctor talk. Bring in
Shut
doctor. You shut
All
up.
right, you know, I'll bring Doctor back. If you say anything, I swear to God. Yeah?
God damn! Wow. Calm down, guys. Look,
God,
Joe, I kind of understand where my whole point is. I feel like it's kind of Pav also kind of said something similar. If you were gonna fire him, and I've said it several times. If you're gonna fire Amorim, fire him right after Grimsby. Fire him right after the Europa League final. Fire him after the season is done. Not right in the middle of the season, just before we play FA Cup. What the hell? You know, that's my problem with this. And also the reasoning they gave, they were just measuring their D's. That's what they were doing. It was a measurement competition.
Get out. No, get out.
Who?
Get out.
Wait. Joe, what did she say?
She can come back later. No. She needs a timeout. No, she needs a timeout.
Yeah,
She
bring
needs
in
a
the
timeout.
electric grid, please.
Oh, hold on. We got wrap up was here as well. Like rapper's been waiting as well, innit?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Let's hear wrap up.
Yo, wrap up. What's going on?
Well gone, guys. Well gone. Listen,
Well,
man.
Difference in opinions right now, fam. That's what I'm gonna say because like it seems like bots seems to think that everything is all on these players now, and like nothing was to do with the manager of last, didn't it? So
The agendas are coming out now that somebody's gone in it. So the cult of Amram is springing alive. I'm seeing it across these internet streets. These Amram cultists are nasty. It's mad, but I'll still say what I said before. I said from a long time we're going nowhere under this leadership, and it still stands. I've accepted it now. The best we can be is a cup team, but ironically, we're out of both cups. But until the Glazers sell, we're going nowhere. Unfortunately, I've had my opinion for a long time now. The manager can just stop the bleeding here and there. Would it get fully supported? Maybe, yeah. And some coaches are just not good enough. Amrim wasn't good enough, people. To the people that loved Amrim, he just wasn't good enough.
Okay.
That's what it really comes down to.
We heard that, but
One win a month.
was not
Why are
involved.
people crying over players who won once a month?
Wrap up. Amarim was not involved today. Let's talk about what we saw.
Today was horrible. I admit today, first half decent, second half shit. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's what it was. First half decent, second half shit.
Bro.
Shit. Yeah, I know, but
first half, we can't even say the first half.
We showed intent. Yeah. But we didn't create enough.
The first half, it was the same shit, bro. It was the same shit. We was in the match for about 10 to 15 minutes of both half, and then we were shit. That's the truth. Yeah, we came out trying to do something, and then
that's a fair opinion.
We were.
That's a fair opinion. I'm not gonna shout you down. That's a fair opinion, but I just thought first half was okay. It was feasible, innit? But second half, I fell asleep, innit? I fell asleep again a bit.
Oh God!
Then I woke up.
You've been using these Man United matches to fall asleep. Even the previous game, you fell asleep.
Yeah. No. Burnley, I fell asleep in the first half. I told you, first half I fell asleep. Second half was lively. They livened up, innit? Bare shots, boom, boom, and then Sesko got his brace. So I said first half was boring. So, and also Ineos, how come we haven't heard about the interim already? Why are they still different right now? We should know who the interim is right now.
Well. You heard that it's Carrick, innit? It seems like it's going to be Carrick now. There's the rumorings out there saying that it's going to be Carrick now, but anyway.
Yeah, that's.
I saw that as well. But they need to confirm that shit. You need to confirm it. Stop differing about. According to Mikey, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, but they need to stop being pussies and make a decision. This has been the problem with Ineos.
Hey,
their recruitment's been decent. Well, fair enough. So with Ineos, the recruitment's been decent, but everything else has been shit. Everything else, decision making, blah de blah. That's it. That's why I don't think we're going anywhere.
I got a question for you, wrap up, and I want to hear your answer and hear Joe and anybody else in the community that's tuned in too. Would you guys, starting with you, wrap up, do you think this thing of looking for an interim is actually the right way to go? Why don't we just go permanent manager? Look for the permanent one right now. And that permanent manager can start using this season to like do all the work that he's going to try and do during preseason. You can start right now.
I hear your point, but The way I look at it is
Oh.
they need to make sure they get this decision right and then back the coach. I'm backing them properly because if you look at what wrong with Amrim,
Okay.
Ineos wasn't unified from the beginning when they hired Amrim. Ineos wasn't unified. Vivell didn't like him. Wilcox didn't like him, but he was a pussy and went along with his boss, who's Barada, who should be sacked right now. And Brailsford, it was Barada and Brailsford who hired Ruben Amrim, and then they sacked Ashworth. So if the leadership isn't even unified, how do you expect to go anywhere? Nobody was aligned.
I agree.
Okay.
That's why they sacked Ashworth. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing, yeah? You see, when it comes to this situation here, Bots, yeah? I look at it like this, yeah? If you was to get in a permanent manager right now, yeah, that would be fuckeries for him again. Because just like the realistic Red said, yeah, that's what got Amrim sacked. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, I judged that manager straight away from what he was doing, yeah? Didn't care what he was trying to get
we all
together.
do.
I didn't care build. I didn't care what he was trying to say that he was trying to sort out for next season. I was like, fuck that. You better do it right now. Yeah, they said that you was the best of the best. They said that you was better than the last guy. I don't want to hear no bullshit. I don't want to see no fucking delays. I want to see something right now. And he couldn't deliver right now. Yeah, all we saw was loss after loss after loss after loss. Yeah, and then giving Tottenham a title, and then all we saw was this.
That can't run. That can't run.
So I don't think it's a good idea to appoint a permanent manager right now, and it also doesn't show that you've not done your due diligence. Yeah, especially who you're going to get during the middle of a season. When we want, as a Manchester United fan, yeah, you want to say that you're able to get the best of the best of the best of the best. Yeah, someone who's actually going to try to get you a title. Fuck experimentation anymore, innit? Yeah, we ain't got time to experiment. Yeah, experiment time is over. We need someone who can bring us back to the glory days. If you can't at least give a consistent top four, at least challenge for a title, bro.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah. We ain't getting an elite coach now, man. Unfortunately, the way it's looking, they want a yes man. We're like Chelsea. They want a yes man. We ain't getting elite coaches. Tuchel ain't gonna put up with this shit. Luis Enrique ain't gonna put up with this shit. Ineos want a wet behind the ears coach. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get an elite coach.
Damn, that sucks. Wrap up. Was there anything that's good from today, or you could put maybe in the bad category? Because the ugly is we're never getting an elite coach from what you're saying. And that's really ugly.
No, man, they don't want that. They want a lackey. They want a company, man. He just goes along with everything they say. We're not getting that.
But
the only good thing is
positives at all from today, though, in your opinion, from your perspective.
Yeah, Ineos got exposed again. Yeah,
okay,
that's a good thing.
All right,
maybe, hopefully.
That's the good thing. Ineos exposed again, and we're exposed as well. That's the funny thing. Yeah, Ineos exposed, Manchester United exposed. Yeah, we're going through this shit and they're the one that's dragging us through it. That's the thing that's pissing me off, bro. Yeah, they're dragging us through this. They haven't seen a season through with a manager yet. Ineos, do you realize that, right? They've not seen a full season through with a manager yet.
Yeah, but here's the thing, that now the pressure on the next man is they know that, okay, as soon as I come in, I have to hit the ground running. Otherwise, I'm gone. You know? And that's whatever. That's part of the job. But this is a big club. You have to.
But I don't like that. I don't like
that. It's where they've put us. And
I don't think I like that, bro.
There's many things we don't like. Let's invite in realistic Red, because I'm really curious about, like, if there's anything that's positive from today, any good, because we've had people come in, but I want to know if there's any good at all.
Honestly, I think the only good is the fact that Ineos has been exposed and these players have been exposed. Because if Fletcher was a permanent manager, it would be all on Fletcher. Nobody would. The only reason we're not talking about Fletcher is because he doesn't have the term permanent. As a matter of fact, if I hire the permanent manager, I will tell the fans and lie to them that it's an interim manager just so they can be patient. Because the only way you get patience from this fan is if you lie and tell them it's an interim manager. So if I was Ineos, I would lie to everybody and say the next manager is just an interim. So that way everybody can shut up. Because we want the next manager to come in and teach and coach a fish how to climb a tree. If you can somehow coach a fish to climb a tree, I'm telling you this right now, the fish will die, right? Because fishes are supposed to be in water to breathe. Because everyone expects Dorgu to be coached into Cafu and all these other things. We keep talking about this audacity and ego of Manchester United legacy. We don't have Manchester United players. I don't know why nobody fails to see this. We expect a coach to come in, right, and somehow coach these players to be better than all the teams above us. I beg you, tell me which manager you guys have in mind. Because Carlo Ancelotti, all of these great managers, Jose Mourinho and the rest of them. Go ahead.
Right there. Do you know what, realistic Reg? Yeah, I'm sorry. We did have Manchester United players, yeah, and some of the players that we got rid of were Manchester United players. Not to say that we weren't complaining about some of them, yeah. Some of them we were complaining about, yeah. But it seems like some of the coaches that we've had have had trouble with some of these players that we were calling Manchester United players, yeah.
Okay,
Let's
Joe.
be real. I was one of the first.
Let me rebuttal that, right? Because I'm not talking about first of all, Klopp himself did not take this job because of the exact same thing you just said. Because the our owners thought that buying Pogba, all these big names, Zlatan, Falcao, Di Maria, Memphis Depay, all those guys, they thought that was how to build a team. And Klopp, he said this in Diary of a CEO, that is not how you build a team. Because the truth is, let's even forget that, because I'm talking about the team we have right now. We do not currently have players that will make up 80% of the Premier League team of the season. That was what Sir Alex Ferguson was working with. When Sir Alex Ferguson pointed at his watch and said, guys, go out there, Fergie time, do your thing. He did that because he knew he had capable players. If any manager comes in right now without tactics and just said, Vibes FC, they would chop 5-0. Because you see, when Ferguson was pointing on his watch and saying like, guys, do what you want to do, is because he's admitting that at that point in the game, tactics isn't going to win this. Only individual brilliance is going to win this. When Cristiano Ronaldo is scoring a goal from a different continent, that is not Sir Alex Ferguson coaching him to hit the ball like that. That's just talent. When Ray Rooney is making those passes, those decisions, that's not coaching. That's just talent. To now bring in these players and now expect them to give us the same things we had under Fergie, let's be real, bro. That's not the same. So now you want a manager to somehow come in and then be better than all these teams above us, with coaches like Arteta that have had time. Pep has had time. Every single manager above us has had time. The only managers that have been fired are managers that have not had time. Isn't that a, and by the way, just so you know, right? History repeats itself. You see what Arteta had in Arsenal? We're having it right now. The difference is their board was brave enough to stick with Arteta. Arteta's first few seasons were not the best. And you have to understand something, right? Till this day, right? Our fans insult, and Joe, feel free to interrupt me anytime because I don't want you to feel like I'm just talking. I'm willing to have like an actual debate with you if you disagree.
Let's go point for point.
Yeah, no, because he when he said,
okay, well, I'm gonna say this then, yeah. Okay, then no, because you said feel free to interrupt you. I'm gonna interrupt you right the fuck now, yeah. Because you know what makes me the most irritated about anything, and people are gonna say you're a crybaby, just like they say to Bots that he's a crybaby about Amorim, yeah. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Why was you man so happy to back Amorim's bullshit, but quick to get rid of Ten Hag?
Joe, who are you talking to?
He did more. He did
Joe,
better.
who are you talking to?
Shit, fam. But then no, everybody looked at Amorim
Joe,
shit and
who
said,
are you talking to?
Way forward.
Joe,
why was that
wait. Joe, who are you talking to?
On our fucking bed. No, all Amorim did was shit on our bed.
Bro. Do I look like a Ten Hag outer?
On our bed, fam.
Joe. I want you to look at me and look at my name. Have you ever seen me in this channel be Ten Hag out? Because I think you're backing up the wrong tree. Like, you're talking to the wrong person. Okay, because I kept the same energy under Ten Hag. Okay, so maybe you want to save that for Wrap-Up Haven and the rest. So that's not me. Because the thing is, I understood that as a club, we are not built for anyone to come in here and hit the ground running. We are not built for that. Whatever manager is going to come in, unless they're going to use Amorim's system, they are going to have to start from scratch. They may not like some of these players. They may not like Menu. And then you are going to have to live with that. Because when he comes now and he benches Menu, guess what will happen? This is not a good manager, because no good manager would bench Menu. That's what the fans would say. Because the truth is, you can be a great player and get benched. Odegaard couldn't start for Madrid. I want you to remember that. Yeah. Odegaard could not start for Madrid, but now he's tearing up trees at Arsenal. Just because a manager doesn't like you doesn't necessarily make you a bad player. Sometimes you just don't fit the manager. That doesn't also make the manager a bad manager. But if we're going to get a manager and then we're going to always be let me tell you something. Hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. If you go and get a degree in computer science and then later on I tell you, like, bro, with AI right now, you ain't going to get a job. That's easy to say because hindsight is 2020. It's easy to criticize the manager and act like if any of us takes that job, we will do any better, because all we do is criticize after the fact. He makes us up. Go again, Joe. I'm ready for you. No, go. I will pause. Anytime you interrupt me, let me know. We can talk.
All right.
No.
Hit the like button, by the way, guys, if you're here.
No, because I got time today. Because the thing with me, right? Like, I don't crash out with you guys because Joe and Bot, you guys are very like chill. But so I'm waiting to have like a chill discussion when it's chill. So by all means, go for it.
No. I'm glad that we can have this back and forth. Yeah, please don't think that when I get loud, I'm getting angry. I'm just a very passionate person. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you see, when it comes to this Amorim situation now, yeah, bro, that you're saying like, hindsight is 2020. Yeah, okay. You say that when you play a player like Kobbie Mainoo. Now, if the next manager doesn't play him, then it's gonna be he's a shit manager because they're not playing Kobbie Mainoo. It's not that, bro. It's not that. It's the fact that you're not giving him enough chances to then say that he's shit. That's my opinion. Yeah, it's like you're telling me he's shit without me seeing that he's shit.
Name one time Ruben Amorim said
you're telling me he's shit. Hold on. This is the thing as well. The previous season, we saw how good he was, and then you want to come in and tell me that he's shit. Do you understand
Name
what I'm
one
saying?
time he said Kobbie Mainoo was shit.
It's the divide straight away. Do you get what I mean?
But when did he say Kobbie Mainoo was shit?
I said the previous season before before Amorim came in, right? On the Ten Hag, we saw Kobbie Mainoo flourish. Do you get what I'm saying? We saw him at his best, yeah. And then when this manager came in, Amorim, he told us, oh no, he's too shit. So,
but he never said that though. You keep saying he said he was shit. He never said he was shit. What time did he say Mainoo was shit? He literally said the same thing. For example, do you know why Mainoo was hooked today?
He didn't play. Bro, but if a manager's not playing you to the point where you're not being played, he's saying you're shit. You're not good enough for the starting 11.
He's basically saying you're not the player profile that he wants. I literally gave you Odegaard's example. It's not that you're shit. Your style of play doesn't fit him because Mainoo is a player that plays in the system. If Mainoo was in Manchester City, he would be doing the same thing Foden is doing. But the problem is he doesn't defend the way Foden defends. Mainoo cannot track back with the same pace. Brother, we saw freaking Welbeck.
Welbeck.
We saw Welbeck.
What was he doing today?
What was what?
What was Kobbie doing today? He was constantly tracking back. Today,
but did you see when he tracked back with Danny Welbeck? Did you see what happened there? Did you see how Welbeck held him and bay and he couldn't do anything? Yes, what I'm trying to say is,
as well, yeah. How long has he not played for? This is the thing.
But you have to understand that. You have to understand, right? Listen. You have to understand something, right? He gets to see these things that we do not see. He makes decisions based on what he sees in training and based on how he wants to play. We are going to let Mainoo keep playing, right? Don't worry. You will get what it is that you want out of this. We're going to let Mainoo keep playing. But what I'm telling you right now, the reason why he did not succeed under that manager is because that manager wants people that can run. Do you think this guy thinks Ugarte is better than Kobbie Mainoo? He doesn't. The only reason he keeps Ugarte is because Ugarte would run and has grit. Kobbie can't run because he's not fast. It's just his biology. It has nothing to do with talent. He just can't run. He's slow. He's his biology. He can't get any faster than that. Right? And if you ask him to put in a tackle, he can't do. Sometimes he can if it's like right in front of him, but like to track back and do the way we play. If you're going to play a team that's supposed to have most of the ball and then defend as a unit, like Manchester City does, you need your players to be mobile. And if you're going to have a pivot like Casemiro that's slow or like a Rodri that's slow, they cannot overlap as much. Go ahead.
Are you telling me that Kobe is not mobile? That's what you're trying to tell me right now.
Compared to the people that were playing above him, yes, he is not. And the thing with Casemiro is that he compensates with his experience. That's the difference. Casemiro somehow always is at the right place. Kobe, did you not see the game today? We were complaining about this same thing under Ten Hag. Do you know the donut shape that you guys are complaining about for all the great things? By the way, I'm not saying Maino is shit. I'm saying to play the system that this guy wanted to play. Maino is not the profile of player that he needs. Brother, compare our current Man United team to the Sporting Lisbon. Ruben left. Tell me with your heart on heart that these players can stand or even hold a candle to the Sporting Lisbon team that this guy had. With Gyökeres and them and there that beat City. Did you see how they beat City in that game? That was not coaching. That was just talent. Let's be real. Watch that match, the last match where he beat City before coming to Man United.
Yeah, I want you to answer that question. I want to hear your opinion on this now, yeah? He's telling me that our team was not as good. Our team is not as good as the team.
That Sporting Lisbon team was number 1 in the Champions League table when Amorim was there, Joe.
Team that bro, what are you telling me?
Joe, that team was number 1 in the Champions League table. Joe, that Sporting Lisbon team was number 1 in the Champions League. That team was number 1 on the Champions League table when Amorim was there. I want you to understand that. That means with all the other teams playing with City, Arsenal, every team that was in Madrid, every team, Sporting Lisbon was number 1. They only lost the number 1 position when we bought Amorim. You have to understand, he was doing well with that team because that team was a lot more mobile than our team. When you watch that game against Burnley, we're moving in slow motion. Slow motion. There was no pace. And by the way, before you criticize this guy, right, the first game against Arsenal, it was the same coach, the same set of players, the same formation that everyone criticizes. That was the same. And by the way, back then, Gary Neville didn't say anything about a back four. Roy Keane didn't say anything about Manchester United DNA. They all said if we played like that, Man United is going to finish well this season. The teams, unfortunately, could not keep up that same energy game after game. That is not an Amorim issue. That is the fact that these individuals don't really like to graft like that. When it's Liverpool, they will turn up. When it's City, they will try to turn up, or some other team. But as soon as that team is not top 5 or top 4, they will play like they deserve to win. That is not a coaching issue. That is a personnel issue. You cannot, and this is the thing also, right? I actually believe, and this one here, you guys are going to attack me for this. You see, Ineos.
I will agree with.
You see, Ineos, yeah? You see, this part here, you can attack me for this because it's an unpopular opinion what I'm about to say. I actually believe Ineos had a plan until we started getting bad results. When we started getting bad results, they started listening to Gary Neville and them and there. Gary Neville criticized Ten Hag for using a back four. Guys, there's video of this online. He criticized Neville for using ETH for using the back four. He did. It's actually, I'll find the video at some point. But he criticized, you know why he criticized? Like, why wouldn't he just try and go with the back five since we're leaking goals? He said this. Same Gary Neville comes out and then says now that we're losing and tells us that, oh, why don't we use a back four? Why don't we use a back four? That's Man United DNA. But the same guy that was talking about Man United DNA was asking us to use a back five when we're losing. Gary Neville is no different from you and I. He's an emotional fan. He's a legend of the club, but this guy knows nothing about coaching. He's a failed coach. The fact that Sir Jim Ratcliffe actually listened to these legends and then went to whisper in Wickhorse's ear to tell Amorim to change his formation, that is where the problem started. That was where they fell out. Because the reason he adamantly went back to his formation is because he's like, no, I would die by myself because fuck this. He said, I would die by myself because why are you guys telling me now to change? You're basically showing me that you guys don't have faith in me.
Yeah. That
was where it all fell out. If you want to blame anyone, blame the owners. People are talking about, the formation of the system isn't working. Did we? Wait, Joe, if you go and date a body, right? And it tells you that, listen, I want Coco Chanel. I want all of that stuff. Will you complain? No, because you chose to date a body. When they brought the guy here, with his back three and everything, didn't they see the back three? Didn't they see the BBL? They saw all the BBL. They saw the Chanel, they saw the Monclisi, and now they want to and they're complaining. Brother, you know what you were getting into. You went to marry. It's like marrying a hoe and expecting a housewife. You know who you were buying. You know who you were bringing in. and now you're complaining that the formation isn't working. Why did you bring the back? Why did you bring someone with the back three? If you wanted the back four.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Hold on. Are you ready for my response now?
Always.
All right.
Hit the like button, by the way. If you're tuned in, we have 30 people tuned in right now. We need 30 likes.
Always, bro. No, go for it, Joe. I actually like back and forth. I don't mind back and forth. I just don't like when it gets disrespectful. As long as we're being respectful, that's fine. Go ahead.
You say you're marrying a hoe and expecting a housewife, yeah? Okay, let me tell you something, though, yeah? You see when that hoe comes into your house, yeah? And there's certain expectations, yeah? You see when you... Okay, let me stop with this analogy. I don't even want to go with this analogy anymore. Let me change it.
I'm here for it. No. You want to change the whole
I have to change the analogy. Respectful. Anyway, I'm going to change it, yeah? So look, yeah, as who was saying, yeah? Okay, look. In this case of you've hired a manager, yeah? Matters not what... Look, we've even listened to... Okay, I know you must be a reckless delegate as well, right? You must have been on KD's channel.
I already crashed out there.
Okay, so you've heard Abs say about being a manager, and one of the first fundamental rules of being a manager is like, no matter what team that you get hold of, you need to be more adaptable for the team. Like, it's one of the fundamental rules of being a manager. Yeah, you can't have all the tools all the time. Surely you must understand that, right?
I understand that.
You get what I mean? And as a manager going through your managerial career, you should expect to impact teams or be...
Do you know a manager?
Do you know... accept you as you... Let me just learn there. You don't know what team's going to accept you as you're going up that managerial ladder, yeah? As to how you want to play, yeah? So when you get into a team, you have to look at their strengths and their weaknesses, correct? And then assess and make sure that you have a plan in order to go into each and every match to come out with the betterment of that game, yeah? And for me, Amrin wasn't doing that. He was so hell-bent on putting out his positions, putting out his formation, making sure that his shit was cement, that he was also forgetting the fact that you need to win games, fam. Stop this bullshit about you're trying to cement your shit. At the same time, you also have to win fucking games. Yeah, you can't come here, tell me to just eat shit and tell me to accept it because you was a hoe. No, fuck that. You better learn how to cook carrots, bitch. That's what I was gonna fucking say. But anyway,
all right. Go
cook something in this house.
All right. Let me rebuttal.
Yeah, you better learn how to cook something. Yeah.
All right, let me rebuttal, Joe. Okay. First of all, just answer that your analogy. First of all, if at the end of the day, if you get somebody like that, you wife them up. Guess whose fault it is? It's on you because you saw what you were wifing. It's your fault. It's not the person's fault. You're the one who brought them in. And that's what I'm trying to say. Now, going back to what you just said about the manager winning games, right? And getting the best out of the team. Pep Guardiola is a perfect example of a manager that does not adapt. The difference is Pep Guardiola, unlike Amorim, has enough credit in the bank that he always cherry picks the teams he goes to. He picked Barcelona with Messi. He picked Bayern Munich with Robben and Ribéry. Then he picked Manchester City with unlimited spend and freaking 150 charges. Now, you're talking about Ruben Amorim. He did not want to come in last season. If this was his first season here, right, we would not have called for his head. The reason why most fans are impatient with him is because even though he let the people know, brother, I cannot come in and do what you want me to do, is because of that useless decision the owners made. That is why he got sacked. That's why when Butts asked that question about getting a permanent manager right now, I said, do not do that because these fans will get... Let me tell you something, right? When Ten Hag came here, right? And then Ten Hag immediately started... Let me talk.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, yeah? But I'm not having that because that's not the reason he got sacked. Because if that was the reason he got sacked, then I would have been a happy man.
No. This is what I mean. Joe.
If they told me because, you know what, we reviewed last season, actually he was shit.
Joe, you don't understand. No, Joe, you don't understand what I'm saying. The escalation to where this led started from last season. The crash out did not just start. What I'm saying is it was a snowball effect. It was everything that happened last season that led to Amorim saying what he said.
That's with the fans, bro. With the ownership, they kept saying that they were backing him. With the fans,
just because you're saying, look, Joe, Joe, you can say one thing, but your actions speak louder than anything else.
They had an argument with him, not because we had an argument with him. It's because they had an argument with him, fam. You get what I'm saying?
No, but I'm not blaming the fans, Joe. I'm not blaming the fans. What I'm saying is everything leading from last. Sorry. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying everything leading from last. I didn't blame the fans. I'm saying what happened
I'm not
last season.
saying that. What?
Okay. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay. So we're talking over each other. Let me see what I'm saying. I'm saying what happened last season is what led to what happened in that conference. You understand what I mean? If this was his first season, that whole crash out, that whole thing would not have happened. That's what I'm trying to let you know. The reason they started whispering, the reason they started whispering that he should change to a back four and everything else is because of the results that started last season. That was why. They would not have fallen out if this was his first season. That's what I'm telling you right now. Bringing a manager right now.
Do you know what? All right, you always gonna. We're gonna go back. I want to see what's the hard thinking face here. Boss, what are you thinking? What are you saying on this? Do you think that it's got anything to do with the sacking?
No. I think obviously there was a.
Yeah, but I want to hear your opinion now. I want you to chime in.
Listen, hey, I'm enjoying this match right here, bro. You guys are really like I love listening more than talking right now. But listen, okay, if I'm gonna chime in on this, I agree that yes, the sacking was a culmination of things, right? But for me, I think Ineos were actually, they were actually looking at the deep underlying stats, looking at the fact that our chance creation had improved, looking at the fact that our set pieces had improved. You can say that even though there wasn't like tangible evidence, there was small incremental steps that Ruben Amorim was making in the last 6 months. Ever since Ineos have got him the front three that he want, the new front three, there's been a little bit of progress.
I have a question. Did you guys see? Did you guys see? Okay, go ahead.
Ask your question.
Did you guys see United? Because I watch all these channels. I watch Reckless United View. Did you see when they talked about they gave the bullet points as to why they fell out? Did you see that part on United View? There was this time. There was this. Okay, cool. Maybe that's why you guys. Maybe that's why Joe was like crashing out. Okay, maybe Joe saw it exactly. And one of the things there was that Sir Jim was talking to Wilcox and telling him about the change back to 4, and then he was trying to tell Amorim to go with the back 4. Why do you think that happened? That's what I'm trying to say. The reason why that happened was because of everything leading up to that. Because that was never the plan. The plan was to let him do his thing. The plan was to back him. And like you said, right, the only team that were better than us, I can't remember. I think it's City and one other team that were third in terms of like chances created. Yeah. We're actually above Arsenal, right? Yes. Now, when he came here, we had a problem with scoring goals to the point where we were even surprised when we get 3 goals or 4 goals or anything.
Red, we've been on negative goal difference the last however many years. And
right?
we finally started having a positive goal.
And he fixed that, right? Yes. He fixed that. And if you actually look at the entire thing in a vacuum, it's easy to say, nah, Amorim is to blame. But if you look at every single game individual and look at the single moments, for example, look at the games last season where Onana literally screwed us single-handedly. This season, we were still on a downward trajectory until we signed Senne Lammens. That was literally the only defensive change we made. We signed a goalkeeper. And that already changed our season. And we're 3 points.
That wasn't even his choice, though. That wasn't even his choice.
I don't know whose choice it was, but what I'm trying to say is that the goalkeeper wasn't his choice either. He didn't buy Onana. Erik ten Hag did, right? He came in and he had to deal with that. He came in when we're 14th. And let's be real, Onana literally dropped us at the very least 4 points last season single-handedly, right? But we don't look at all these things in a vacuum. We look at all these things in a vacuum. We were 14th. He takes us to 15th. Goes on an unbeaten run in Europa League with Onana playing against us and everything. But we just want to call it and just blame the manager. Like we had when Senne Lammens came in this season, we literally went up. And let's be real, Ten Hag's best season was with David De Gea. Let's be real. Goalkeepers matter. They really do. I've never seen anybody win a league with a goalkeeper like Onana. In the history of Man United, I've never seen that. We've always had a good goalkeeper. That was another factor. When you look at Grimsby, right, they always make that meme about him playing with the board. You guys realize playing with that board was what sent us to penalties. Playing with that board was playing with that board is literally what sent us to penalties. And then our players were not able to outscore Grimsby in penalty kicks. That's not a coach thing. That was just like players just not turning up when it matters. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say like, oh, this guy is not to blame for certain substitutions that he does. There's not a single manager in the world that is perfect. Name one. Not one. Even Fergie wasn't perfect. Fergie lost to Derby County and I was losing my freaking head when he lost to Derby County. And we had that was big Man United, you know. But that doesn't mean Fergie is a bad coach. So you're going to look at him losing to Grimsby with these dead players. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, sack this guy. Like we have some sort of audacity. Like we have players. When we had Ferguson again, I will make you guys remember this. 80% of our squad was making it into the Premier League team of the season. Fergie could go into a Greensby game and take a shit, and we would still beat them. He didn't have to coach. He could literally go into a Greensby game, go sit down in the VIP section and have a sip of tea, and the boys will handle business. We don't have that squad anymore. To the point where now it's like a player goes out and fans are like, who will they bring in? We literally say, who will they bring in? That was never a thing. Back then, we couldn't choose. Saha, Tevez, Van Nistelrooy. Like, there were so many players. Man United as a club is not run well to make a manager come in, hit the ground running and succeed. But yet, you have fans tell you that, look, you come in here and you get the best out of the players. That you come in here and you turn Dogu into Cafu. You come in here, you turn Ugarte into Iniesta. You come in here and you turn Sesko into Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That is not how it works. That's not how football works. This idea, if you want to win the league, right, which is the truth of the matter, we don't want to be winning FA Cups. We don't want to be winning top four because guess what? Ole got us second and third. We're not satisfied. If that's what we wanted, Ole would have still been here. Granted, he had that shambolic season. But the truth is, we said we want style of play, we want this, we want the system, we want this, da. We finally got that system, got that stuff. We're actually going up this season in the right direction. The next phase would have been to fix the defense and the midfield. That would have been the next phase. But Ineos said we're not signing anybody in January. And then we fired this guy. Brother, if you're dating a baddie and he asks you for Coco Chanel and you try to give him a Timu purse, you're not going to get angry when the baddie doesn't like the fact that you're giving them a Timu purse. He said, give me Coco Chanel, you're springing a Timu purse. What kind of nonsense is that? He crashes out and then every
Coco Chanel! That why are you simping him, Joe? Because you want to turn a baddie.
It's too much. Going back to the baddie. No, he keeps going back to the baddie. He's got some sort of like obsession with going back to the baddie, fam. Yeah.
No. But he was cooking though. He was cooking. I have to give him that. What's your?
No. That was a good conversation. But also, he's been on there for like at least 20 minutes, and we got young Papi waiting as well.
The biggest we are not talking about is I hear what my man is saying.
Yeah.
But the main issue is Amorim's style of play. It's not sustainable. Like I hear that.
Bring him closer to the microphone.
Look, you're too far away from the mic.
I hear the fact that they're saying, he's not like they didn't back him with the right players.
Yeah.
I hear that argument.
Yeah.
But his style of play has never really been a dominant style of play now. Like it doesn't win.
Brother, did you see how he was doing in the Champions League?
Champions League is different.
You're playing okay.
When we won the Champions League twice, and each time we were not even in the top four.
Okay.
Okay. It's easier to win the Champions League for a 38-game season.
Okay.
Ask yourself why Klopp, one of the greatest managers in the EPL, never really won the Premier League.
Because there was Pep.
Yes. What's the major difference between their football?
Pep and Klopp's football?
Yeah.
Well, Klopp was a lot more rock and roll, more energetic,
By the time,
and Pep was a little bit more control. Yeah.
By the time it gets to that March, end of the season, that was usually when Pep put in a long run. You go on about a 13-game winning run, and then that's it. By that time, Liverpool, that's when they start gassing out. That style of play is why Poch has never really won anything, despite making it far in the league and in the Champions League. He didn't win them. It's the same reason why at Chelsea he struggled last season. When the team runs too much, you can't win anything with them these days because over a long season,
I hear that.
They will gas out.
Okay,
like no matter how good they are.
But bro, if Pep was not there,
that was the major issue.
This argument would be deflated.
You
because
never know.
Klopp would have won at least two. Two.
Yes,
bro.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
So,
but I'm saying now there is a counter argument to show that here's your competition. You are not playing football in a vacuum. This is your competition. This is a team that plays a style of football that is more sustainable over a longer period of time.
Yeah, but what does Ineos know about sustainability?
That's your issue.
No, Ineos doesn't. They could never think of that.
I'm saying Ineos is wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
Their strategy, they haven't stayed true to their strategy.
Yeah.
But that does not excuse Amorim's style of play because that in and of itself would not be sustainable for success over
Okay,
a long period of
here's
time.
my account. Amorim's style was not as rock and roll as Klopp. The only thing that would need to every 2 years. Listen. No.
I've
Wait.
seen you guys play.
The only thing that
If
would
he's
need
pushing
to
6 players,
listen.
okay.
The only two things that would need to keep on refreshing is the wing backs.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
wing backs. That's all you need to do. Refresh, buy new wing backs, new hamstrings every
that's
two.
the issue,
But everything else is not as chaotic and as rock and roll and as taxing as you are trying to make it seem. That's not Ruben Amorim's style.
Antonio Conte's style was not rock and roll.
Yeah.
But we still played with wing backs. We won the league once. The second season, he was 5th, still playing the same system.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable with those wing backs. Like in England, because the intensity, bro. In other leagues,
people have
in
come
Portugal,
in. Yeah,
in Portugal, it's fine. Like
they said the same about Pep. This is not he's gonna need to change. That's the bro.
Pep's
It's
style
not
is
sustainable until it happens. Then you
Pep's
see
style is different.
okay, bro. That's I hear
Pep's
you.
style is different though.
I
But
hear
they
you.
don't run as much.
I hear you. Anyway, let's I heard your argument. Let's bring in young
Yeah,
Papi.
bring young Papi. Bring
Yeah.
young Papi.
Basically, Butts told you to just shut up.
No,
I'm saying,
but like I hear
the
it,
boy
you know.
is wrong, but Amorim was not the guy. That's what I think.
Okay, well, today is not even about Amorim was the guy or not the guy. That's not the
This
conversation
was
today.
to the man's
That was to realistic
Yeah,
rate.
realistic rate.
Okay.
Yeah. Realistic made some good points.
There was some that was a solid call, by the way. Let's hear young Papi. What's good?
No, we can bring some people back in at the end, but I think like
Yeah,
Young
Dr.
Papi
Keith wants to
has
come back in after young Papi. So big up, young.
Papi.
Yes, big up you yourselves. Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
Bots. Bots. You already know what time it is.
Wait. When are you getting a little trim? When are you after Man United decides interim? What's going on? What?
See me, it doesn't matter what I look like, I still, do my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't matter where I go in life, they still see beneath all of this. That's all that matters.
We have our own United strand here, guys. Oh man.
At least you're cheered up a lot now, because you've been a little agitated. Not even a little, you've been agitated. Oh shit.
Bro, it's yeah. I was boiling earlier on, and you said I should go get a beer. Let me do that while you
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, I insist.
All right.
I
All right.
insist.
Tell Joe what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, bro.
Talk to me.
Yeah, that's good. Again, like everybody else said, to be fair, like I don't really see too much things good right now. Again, we sacked our manager halfway through the season. It's never a good look. Is when the results ever gonna be very good when you sack a manager throughout the season? Like, especially at this level of a club too. We already got the media on our back. We got up fans on our back. We got our own fans on our back. It's not looking good. Nothing's looking good, really.
No, but you see, this is the thing, young Papi. You see what I find disingenuous about all the people that, like, I'm not gonna lie, Bots got me mad and KG got me mad earlier. Yeah, I was gonna try and go to this show, but I had to start another show, innit? Yeah,
Right.
that's shit to do. So I had to jump off. But I was listening and saying, is this what they're really doing? Oh, you men wanted back four. Now you got back four. Oh, look how shit you're playing now. Oh, this is what you wanted. I'm like, nah, fuck off. I don't want to hear that shit. Do you know why? Yeah, because this is an interim manager. It's not even the actual interim manager. It's an interim before the interim. And you men are saying that, oh, look what you got. No, bro. Yes, okay, I know you hear me in the background.
The caretaker, bro. Shit.
Hold on, bro. Shut up. Don't be off screen and try to chat. In fact, shut up. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah. You see, when you're talking about stuff like that, that's why it pisses me off to the most high. Yeah, because it's like you're trying to tell me just because something has changed and because it's trying to do something better, or sorry, do something different. Yeah, and in the first 2 matches, it's not worked. Yeah, you're trying to tell me that. That's what was the problem. Oh no, the manager was actually a good choice and all this bullshit when what we saw with our own eyes was actually shit. What we can tell by the table was, well, not this table, but do you know what I mean? By his record was actually shit. What was his win and loss record? Crazy. Do you get what I mean? But no, we must be the revisioning one. We must be the ones to revise our thoughts and say, oh no, do you know what? Maybe we was wrong. Maybe 4-3-3 ain't the way to play. Fuck off. I don't want to hear that. Maybe he's left our team in a position that we can't play 4-3-3 properly because look at what we got left. All the wingers are fucking gone. Yeah? You got guys who don't even know if they're left wing backs or fucking right wings. Look at fucking Dorgu. We don't know what his best position is. What is Dorgu's best position?
Well, at first people were saying, oh, he had most games at right back and all of that there, like, you know, but we play him at left back.
Sure. I mean, but he's played before we bought him, his profile was left back, right back, and also right mid. That I remember doing the scouting, research on him, and those are the three positions he's played before coming to Manchester United professionally.
I mean, I wasn't coming at you when I said that, but you wasn't even the person that said all of this, to be fair. But damn, like you drank your beer yet? Damn.
I am. I just don't say it. Jeez, I'm just highlighting the fact that I remember doing my research on Dorgu and knowing that he's played those positions before professionally. So he's a Swiss knife. That's all. That's a developing Swiss knife.
I can't knock that given his age and all, like, so if there's a development, man, so it be. But at the end of the day, I feel like he's been in too many positions where he should be like, if it was such a thing as a finishing left back, that's what he should have been, like, somebody who can shoot a ball as a left back and all of that, you know what I mean? But or who just has that foot on him, like, who doesn't really think about it too much, like overthink it. They just do what they have to do, and that's that. Like, I feel like when it comes to United, Dorgu, for one, he overthinks a lot of his shot situations and all. Whereas when he's playing with his country, he gets in the position, he's scoring a goal easily. Like, he had the confidence all this time, like, he's confident.
Okay.
But we don't see that in a United shirt. So it's like, I don't know how heavy that badge is because I haven't worn it on a pitch. But yeah, maybe it's that the badge is just too heavy for the players.
I hear that. Okay. Follow-up question that's not necessarily related to Dorgu, but I'm just curious, in your opinion, if there is a player that you could sell right now.
Dorgu. Not Dorgu, sorry. Dalot. Dalot. 100% Dalot.
Okay.
You ain't gotta even finish that sentence.
Okay.
Dalot has to go.
Okay. All right. Because today I heard Dorgu. Last game I had Cunha from different people. And that's why I want to know who you.
I'm always gonna be Dalot. You know me. I would always say Dalot before anybody.
Yeah. No,
I don't care how bad our attacks doing. Dalot has to go. One thing, attacks win game, defense win titles. With Dalot on the back, we're not winning no fucking title.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that. I think Mazraoui is actually a better shout than Dalot, actually, at right
and
back.
that's where honestly, at this point, remember how we was talking about who would we rather come home, Morocco losing or blah blah blah. I'd rather have Mazraoui at right back right now than Dalot. But I already know what they would do. Dalot would just go left back. Maybe it's different, but that's just what I'm got PTSD when it comes to it. No matter what, it's gotta be there, isn't it?
Yeah. We haven't also we haven't talked about Shea Lacey. What did you make of Shea Lacey's performance today? Would you classify?
I mean, he's young, he's gonna learn. If to be fair, the first foul I didn't think was a yellow card. Again, like I said, he didn't deserve the rare card, but it happened. So be it. It happens. Learn the lesson. Learn the fact that refs are against us at all costs. and just move from there. Just be as professional as you can and just move from there. I have nothing bad to say about him. He's a youngin. You know, it's not like he ruined the game for us.
Would you disagree with this statement though? There was a comeback spirit happening in the last few minutes. I just wanna ask this to Young Puppy. There was a comeback that was happening in the last few minutes.
The thing is, it's not all his fault at the end of the day, in a sense. Like, I don't think it was like it was too harsh yellows at the end of the day, really. Like, I'm gonna just put it to you from my point of view. Too harsh yellows. One could have definitely been a yellow, which is the Durrani Bull Dawn, all of that there. The first one I just did not think was a yellow. But that's just my point of view. I could be wrong. It is what it is. But you have certain refs out here that judge or view games differently according to how they want the game to go. So that's where I said this is a learning point for Shea Lacey, whereas like just know that the refs are against us at every and any point of the game. Just have that in your mind always and just keep a professional attitude with it. Like, you know, that's all I have to say, really, you know?
Sinbin, this guy for being so sensible. I was trying to set him up. I was trying to set up Young Puppy, but he didn't fall right. He's so level-headed. No, but he's right. Big up, Young
Do you know
Puppy
what
for
though?
that.
One thing about the Shea Lacey situation. Sorry to interrupt you there, but just one thing I have to say about the Shea Lacey situation, is that one thing everybody has to realize, since Shea Lacey came onto that pitch, everything was going through Shea Lacey. 100%. Absolutely every single play was going through Shea Lacey. I don't know why. I don't know if that was instruction or just because they couldn't find anybody else that was actually trying on the pitch. But the thing is, when all that responsibility is placed upon that person, it then becomes he becomes a focal point as well for the opposition team. Do you get what I'm saying? They're saying, "Oh no, everything's trying to go through him. Let's lock him down. Let's make him make mistakes. Let's put the pressure on him." And that's what happened. That's what we saw with Shea Lacey. A young boy shouldn't be facing all that sort of pressure when he's coming on in a cup game, which impacts our season. Come on, man. It's like he had to come out there to do better for Dalot because Dalot was doing so shit on that right-hand side. Because it seemed like that's where we was planning to put the ball through the whole game. We was going up the right-hand side. The right-hand side is where we was attacking, but Dalot couldn't do shit, And then Shea Lacey comes on the pitch, can do something, and everybody is passing. I'm like, why? For me, I think that was too much. It was too much for the little kid to handle, bro. And it was unfair. So no matter what anybody says today, we're not gonna blame Shea Lacey for nothing. He done the best that he could do. And in that situation, other people are much more experienced people on the pitch should have been taking responsibility and driving that ball forward. So you know what? Fuck that. Shea Lacey, you're a standout boy. And when those tears started coming down his face, I felt for him.
Yeah, and Doctor actually shared there's something that Shea Lacey, I think he tweeted like how like sorry he is, and he apologized to the fans, and
don't apologize, bro. You don't have to. Nah, you was doing your thing, bro. Don't apologize. You don't. This fan base don't even deserve your apology. Like fuck it.
Yeah. Let's bring in Doctor.
Wow, you're muting me. You're really muting me.
The keyboard was really loud. I muted you immediately. That's why it was really loud.
Wow.
Don't make this a big thing now. It was just the keyboard that was loud. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Problematic. Wow. No, I'm problematic.
No. You're not problematic. That brought you back in because we want to make sure you lend your opinion, dog.
Finish him.
I was really gonna try and cause problems, but nah, it's too late for that. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna be good.
That's why we brought you back, dog, because we cherish your opinions
and protect her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I would have put that, but hold on. So, sorry, no. But what were you saying? You were saying something very poignant earlier on, Doctor.
What I was saying earlier is what was happening between the board, Barada, Wilcox, and Amarim was a measurement of egos. I won't use the other word I really want to use, but it was a measurement of egos, and they were busy.
It was a foot measuring competition.
Yes.
How about that?
Exactly. They were trying to see who was a better man. I don't know, men and their egos. Anyway, and it's annoying because now it's affecting us, the fans. We're the reason why Manchester United is really doing well, because we buy your tickets, we buy your jerseys, we buy your calendars, we follow the accounts, we give you engagement. We're the reason why the media talks about you all that much. Bruno can sneeze the wrong way and it'll be a headline. Sancho can write freedom and it'll be a thing. I'm annoyed more at the board, and they need to go. And I feel like earlier on in the other chats we were talking about protesting and stuff like that, and I feel like Wajid also kind of like said a lot on it and put it into perspective for us. And as much as I really want to agree and say we have to do a protest or something like that, it's not as easy as one would say, because it's some of us have never been, and if, for example, on international tour, they have United. The last time United went to Africa or the African continent was 2004. I was 14. If today they announce that they're going to be in Ghana this summer, what am I doing? I'm booking a ticket and going to Ghana. You really think I'm not going to go or try and at least attempt to see them? That's me putting money into the board's pockets, unfortunately. So this whole protest, it's very delicate. It's very delicate, and I feel like we can do it, but it's not as easy as one would say. It's not, and it's not straightforward. But we do have to make it known. We do have to make our feelings known to them.
100%.
And now I realized I've destined my son to be a United fan for the rest of his life. I could have just let him pick one team he wanted, but no, I had to be the stubborn ass mother to convince him to be a United fan. Do you really think? And now egg is being thrown in my face. You really think I want him to be sitting here watching this damn team lose?
Damn, we can't be wasting those eggs now.
No, we can't.
Why did you say egg?
You know, people from Ghana and the eggs.
Why did you say egg?
No.
It's a phrase. And do you know what?
Yeah.
This is another stream we can discuss on. Hosta, my knowledge of economics is barely there. I know the basics, but hostile takeover, and I feel like it needs to be another topic.
Oh, Doctor wants to start a revolution. You know what?
No, because it's needed.
We're here for it. On that note, Doctor, big up yourself. Glazers out, Ineos out. Joe, any closing words, bro?
Yeah. I would like to close on this. You've got a share screen up, yeah? Funny enough, yeah? I actually wanted to share something with you before we left.
Okay,
I thought you might enjoy it, actually.
Hopefully it's better than this image that I have, because I want us to close the show strong with this. Glazers out, Ineos out. Let's see what
I think you like this better still. I think you might like this better. It's by your old manager. It's by your old manager. It's a song dedicated to the Glazers. You might enjoy it. Just tell me if you like it. Here we go. From the top. Let's go.
Is this the real club or just my fantasy? Ratcliffe is a clown and this is reality. Close the window, we're chasing the ghosts, missing the signings that we needed the most. Care about cash, I'm turning Manchester United into trash. Ratcliffe, tell me what the plan. You're
Hit the like button.
No circus plan. Different voices, the same demand. Glazers out, hey, and Ratcliffe clown. Manchester United could not succeed when the owners are absolute shit. Manchester's failing, open your eyes. The problem lives where the power lies.
Look at Bruno Fernandes though, Rooney.
Moyes on the guitar. Louis Van Gaal on the guitar.
Go tried, but Woodward is lied. Only the wind, tell me how you feel. Then Hags English came to an end. Different styles, different names, but no one reached the happy end. The cycle repeats itself, they could not succeed. Because the owners are absolute shit. It's not the manager, never was me. It's Ratcliffe or Mark Wilcox. Can't you see? Different voices, the same demand. Glazers out and Ratcliffe clown. Manchester United could not succeed when the owners are absolute shit. Manchester's failing, open your eyes. The problem lives where the power lies.
Got this last call, y'all.
Blazers are rats, and Ratcliffe is shit set conspiracy. Manchester United deserves to be free. The cycle repeats itself. Manchester United could not succeed when the owners are absolute shit. Manchester United could not succeed when the owners are absolute shit. So sing it loud from Stratford End until this madness finally ends.
Yo, 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 yo. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yo, 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 yo. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yo, yo, yo. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yo, yo. Joe Black Man, Bobby, let it flow, whoa, yo, yo. Turn it up, turn it loud, let it go, whoa, yo, yo. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa, yo, yo, yo.
About my what? About my who? About my rugby.
Get out right here.